Hearthstone. I am Jonathan. You are on Fish Tuxedo. We are currently streaming this on twitch.tv. This will be going up as the first episode on the YouTube channel as well, so if you missed it on Twitch, don't worry about it, because, hey, you're watching it here on YouTube, so you're all good. We're going to be doing these every other day. The idea is we play 2 matches and call it a day. So let's do our first one here. I got a starter deck here that is comprised mostly of cards that you get without having to spend any money. I think there are a few cards here that you have to unlock, but nothing crazy, nothing that I would certainly consider rare. Well, maybe there are a couple rare cards, but this is a starter deck through and through, and is one I got online. Because this is my first collectible card game, so I needed a little help. But here, let's get into our first game here. If you're new to collectible card games, I'll try to explain a little bit. I don't know how much insight I will actually have, because I'm new to this myself. I'm about 15 hours in, maybe a little more than that, 15, 18, 20 hours worth of games under my belt. But since this is my first CCG, that's definitely in the realm of beginner for sure.
Versus Thrall.
So we're going to be going up against a shaman here, which is okay. I really just kind of hate going up against priests. I'm still learning. I need to play the other characters. I play mostly this mage deck at this point. We want to start out the match with some lower level cards, so we have stuff to play, because each successive turn you get 1 extra mana, so you want some cards that you can play at the beginning. So you see here 3, 4, 4. That's how much mana I need to play these cards.
Job's done.
And as of right now, it's going to be a couple turns before we can play anything. Fortunately, the mage has this power, Fire Blast, that we can do 1 damage. That's a 2 mana play. So we won't be left without anything we can do, but it is a bummer if we can't get anything on the board actually to begin with, because so this card, the Whirling Zip-O-Matic, has Wind Fury, which means it can take 2 turns in one go, and we're kind of in trouble because of that, because we're just going to do 1 damage on it here, and it's going to be able to do 6 damage on the next turn, so we're in trouble. This is not going to go real well for us at the beginning here. But we'll see what we can do. The idea for this series is we're going to play 2. Let's see, there's the 6 damage. We're going to play 2 rounds. Oh man, and he got a taunt right off the bat. That is bad news. We got to get a card on the board here, because it's going to be 2 more turns before we can take this out. So taunt cards, we cannot attack any other card until we take out the taunt, if there's a taunt on the board. So we definitely got to get something out there that can take care of... Man, we are going to lose this match unless things go our way real fast. We do have our own taunt card here that we can play next turn, so that may be our saving grace here. We'll see. We'll see about that. But we're going to be down to 18 at the very most. Yeah, he's going for our face, which makes sense. So each player starts with 30 health. You can attack anything on the board or directly to the player character, commonly referred to face. And, so you kind of have to balance what you should be attacking and when. Okay, we're going to get our taunt up here. So now this won't be able to take out our direct health, which when it gets to 0, we lose the match. But unfortunately, it's going to take out our taunt card in 2 turns, or 1 turn actually, because it has Wind Fury. So we're going to lose that taunt real quick. But we will hang here at 18 for a little bit, if all goes well. So some matches just kind of start like this. If you don't have a good draw at the beginning, so some lower level cards, you can get in trouble real fast, and once momentum picks up on one side, it's kind of hard to swing it back the other way. What to do? Not impossible. So this card has a Death Rattle ability, which when I kill it, it will summon a 4x4 Nerubian. So a card that has 4 attack. You can't. He thinks he can attack here, but he can't. And he accidentally. That was a mistake. So we can say oops to him because he should have taken out our taunt card here. It's really inexplicable why he did not do that. He absolutely should have done that. Absolutely a mistake on his part. So we're gonna go ahead and take out that card. We're gonna take out his taunt first. So we can't attack any other card until we do that. And then we'll take that out. And we still have 5 mana to play here. So let's see here. It's in our best interest to kind of get some stuff on the board here. Play some cards out here. So I think we'll put out a freeze elemental because, or a water elemental, because he does not have any attacking cards on the board at the moment right now. You can see here, this is the attack, this is the health. So he doesn't have anything on the board that he can actually play for any sort of damage. So we're surprisingly in a really okay. I mean, this card he put out buffs the attack on each of the 2 cards he down here. So that was a good play on his part. And apparently this this was buffed by attacking. I'm not quite sure. It seems like that's the case. So he's reducing us here to just this 1 card on the board. Fortunately, he might have a card that can do direct damage, but probably not 6.
You might feel a little tingle.
I'm not sure that was a great play on his part. But this card will freeze anything it touches. So that's pretty good. What's this Death Rattle again? Summon a 2/1 damaged golem. I believe previously it was a 4x4, so yeah, ultimately that was not a great move for that guy. Or lady. Mr. or Miss Cambling here. Man, what should we do here? We have 6 mana. We can take this out with 1 hit. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh. Well, that wasn't good, but we can take that out too with our Fireball. That's our innate ability as a mage, a 1 damage Fireball. And then, but that 5 damage is real rough, so we might want to play a card that can take that out immediately, so we just don't have to deal with it, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit him with a Fireball. That does 6 damage, so it's a little bit overkill for a thing that has 2 health, but he had 4 attack there, so it's probably an okay decision to get that off the board. As I said, I'm still pretty new to this, so I'm still kind of figuring it out myself. What to play when. Unfortunately, he played an even better card there with a taunt, but as a mage, we have this awesome card called Polymorph that will transform any card into a 1/1 sheep, which is really great, especially when you have cards that are super powerful, have extra abilities, or are taunted. So we're going to go ahead and hit him with this. That's going to take him down to 1/1 and take away his taunt. And it's still being buffed by this thing, which gives adjacent minions +2 attack, but we're going to kill that thing off right now. So that'll take that down to 1/1. We're still safe with 2 health here. He can take us down to 1 here. He may be able to take us out with 1 other thing there. Also, we need some more cards, so I'm going to go ahead and play this Arcane Intellect, which will help us draw 2 cards right now. Which gave us 2 low-level cards, which is great, because we just need to play some stuff.
Someone's out on me.
Yeah, so we're doing okay here. He's kind of had some sloppy plays, so he's going to be able to kill us there with his sheep. That's not the biggest deal in the world. Up here you can see how many cards are left. There are 30 cards in a deck. He has 19 left. I have 18 left. And if you run out of cards, which is rare if you get down to a deck that, if you expend your deck and the game has not ended yet, you start taking progressive damage. So right now, we have some, as a mage, we have some spell cards. This one will deal 3 damage and freeze a card. So we're going to go ahead and take this out, I think. Because on death, it's going to deal 1 damage to all minions. We have no minions on the board right now, so it's going to just deal damage to these 2, which is actually great for us. So we'll play that. That leaves us with 6 mana left. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this, which will... It's just a 1/1, but it'll give us an extra card here. We're also going to play this, which is a really great card, which will destroy a weapon if they have one. He doesn't have a weapon at the moment, but it's still worth using because we need some cards on the board here. And we're going to take this guy out. So ultimately, there's a lot of different strategies, but it's always a good idea to be in control of the board, which means you have the most amount of cards here. Now there are certain cards that can do like 2 or 4 damage to all enemy cards on the table, which makes it dangerous to have a whole bunch of stuff out at any one time. But still, as a general rule, it's a pretty good idea to have stuff on the board. So he is definitely doing well now. He has this totem out, which is the shaman ability, and this one will do heal 1 health to all cards on the table at the end of a turn. So that's pretty bad for us at the moment. We can't get rid of any of these right now, so we just kind of need to get some stuff on the board. We have 9 mana. The most economical play right now is I mean, we need to get as many as possible out there. We could play a 7 and a 2. I kind of want to play this first to see what card we pull. So let's do that. Alright. Not the best. This is a tough one. We need to take this out first and foremost. So, and he's going to heal that next turn no matter what we do. So we kind of need to get things on the board that can do at least 2 damage. So we're going to do this. This is going to buff this guy up to 2. We can't play player until next turn, but that's okay. We might take 3 damage here to our face, bring us down to 15, which brings us to half the health that he has. But although that's not ideal... Okay, he played one of those 2. Best case scenario is we get a wipe card on next pull, which would mean for the mage here we have a couple firestorms in our deck, which will take 4 health off of everything on the opponent's side. We got a polymorph, but that is also a pretty good card to have at this point because we need to get rid of this guy. So we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of this guy. That's going to take the buff off all the other cards there, so you'll see those go down, which is great. We still need to bust through this guy, which is a problem. Spell damage +1. I really don't want to throw that on there now. We might as well play one of these berserkers that get +3 attack every time they take any damage. And it's buffed. He's buffed because of our Stormwind Champion here. So let's go ahead and take this guy out because we really have no other choice. We'll take him out. And he's probably still going to keep going for the face. That's probably the play I would go with. But we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't have any more cards that can... like we had... Okay, he has a 3 damage card there. That's too bad. He's going to take that out with... Yep, that goblin there. Unfortunate, but not terrible. Brought a card out with a death rattle. He's intentionally avoiding this berserker because this berserker will get +3 attack. Takes any damage. We're down to 14 here, which is not great. We're up to 10 mana, so we can play at least 2 cards. What's the death rattle here? Summon a random 2-cost minion. Oh, and he has this guy. I missed that somehow. Okay, we need to take this guy out. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to have to sacrifice this card, but we got to do it. So we're going to attack our own guy here. Give him 5 damage total. And go ahead and take this guy out. Still in pretty rough shape because he has 6 damage on the board and we have no cards out. So we need just to get as many cards out as possible, so we're going to throw 2 4s out here. Those are decent cards, but we are in pretty rough shape here. Let's see what play he has. So he's put out a weapon. Oh man, we gotta take that out. So he can use that weapon 8 times. Oh, and he gave Wind Fury to one of his guys. So this is our second to last round, it looks like, because we're down to 2 health. Oh no, he didn't attack. Oh, he did attack our face. So, oh, and he did Wind Fury to him. So yeah, that's the end of that. We were kind of outmatched from the beginning there. Really got to get used to losing in this game. So I'm down to level 19. When you first start the game, you start at 25, and then you go to lower levels as you do better. Every 3 stars or 4 stars, you go up a level. And once you get to 20, you will not go down any more levels, but anything past 20, you will revert back down to 20 if you keep losing by losing a star at a time. So. Alright, let's get into our second match of the day here. I mean, today I've played tons of matches, but as I said, for the YouTube video we're going to go two matches per video, so this will be our second. Hopefully we can end on a win. We'll see if that happens. I lose quite a bit more than I win, so I wouldn't count on a definite win here.
Shall be mine.
Okay.
You asked for it.
Oh boy. Okay. We need some lower level cards to get a stronger start here. I do want to keep one of these polymorphs, so we're gonna send these back and see what we get with these 3. Since man, that was not a good pull. So we are going second, which means we get this card, gain 1 mana crystal. We can use that any turn we want, but we are going second, so they get the first initiative play. But I kind of prefer going second, because you get an extra card, you get the coin here. And I guess the decks I've mostly played have been sort of higher level cards, so that's been my preference to go second. This is an unfortunate situation here because, fortunately, he only has 1 attack, but he has 3 health. So no matter what happens here, he's going to take like 4 or 5 off us with this card alone, more than likely. And we can't really do anything now. I want to save the coin, so we're going to just end the turn here. Hopefully he has nothing good for a 2-mana play. He can do this, which will allow him to draw a card, but take 2 damage. Man, that's a great 2-mana card there. We're in trouble. We're in trouble already. This is one of my favorites. I play it a lot. I'm really at a loss here what to do. We need stuff out on the board though, so I guess...
What to do? What to do?
I'm really hesitant to burn this coin so early, but I think we have to just to get something out there. Yeah. All right.
Why not do that?
What? Okay. Let's go ahead and play it. I don't know if that's the right play. It might not be, but better to be proactive than kind of wait around and just let things devolve into chaos, I suppose. We have no play next turn other than our Fire Blast here. Unless we draw 3.
I wonder.
Which would be great, but unlikely. Yeah, so he has no play. He has no card to use right now. He's probably going to go for my face because he knows I'm going to attack his cards on... Oh, that's a weird choice. Okay, he wants to keep that out there, which... Okay, sure. So this puts me in a weird place because I'd love to have some more cards, and we have 3 mana right now. But this would only take him down to 1. This is not going to kill that next turn anyway, so we might as well play this. And then we have we got another fireball. So we'll play a fireball next turn and take that out. Unless he puts something better out on the board, which is absolutely possible. Okay. And he did. So we're going to have to definitely get rid of that Chillwind Yeti. Because we can't have... I mean, having a 3 damage out on the board is bad enough. But 4 damage is worse, obviously, so we'll go ahead and take him out. We're already dipping into our big cards here. I mean, Fireball's not a huge card, but it's one you kind of want to have in the wings for some big baddies that might end up on the board, and we're already kind of resorting to it early, which is not great. So it looks like he's going to buff that guy with something. He probably doesn't expect that I have another fireball. So that's actually
we must cleanse the sun well.
Another 3, though. Okay. Okay, we did get a taunt. I was going to say it'd be nice if we got a taunt. But, it's going to take 2 of these cards to take out that taunt. I don't quite know what to do. So we're going to take 5 damage, bring us down to 12.
What to do?
If we play the taunt, it's probably just going to take us down to 15. Man, that's kind of a tough choice. We don't have any 2s, so if we waited on the fireball, we're still going to be only able to do the fireball next turn. We do have a polymorph, though. We're in rough shape on this one again. Unfortunate. Okay, we're going to put the taunt out, because the taunt will at least take out anything that attacks us here. 2 of them, unless he has a card to take it out right away. We'll see. It's possible. Hopefully he doesn't, and we'll at least take 2 of these cards out, and he still has 6 mana to play, 6 mana worth of cards to play for this turn, though, too. So even if we can play a fireball or polymorph next time, we'll clear these 3 total. But he'll likely have some other good stuff on the board. So it looks like he might have something to clear that right away. At least he's thinking about it. 3 to 5 damage. Hopefully it's... Okay, it was 4. Oh boy. That is terrible. That is about the worst thing that could have happened right now. You have a Flame Strike here, which will do 4 damage to everything on the board, but we're a turn away from that. We'll survive one more turn, but... Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Well, we'll play it a bit longer. At this point, if I wasn't playing for video, I would probably concede, but we'll take one of these. We'll take that guy. Mouse is being real laggy here. I don't know if that's due to the streaming or what. So we're gonna take 6 damage here, and that's gonna pretty much end this game. But we'll get a Flame Strike off. That'll be fun. We can derive some pleasure from that before we die here. Yeah, Boulder Fist Ogre. Okay, so this is definitely the end for us. Yeah, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and use this Flame Strike. This will deal damage to all these dudes, but we're still done here, so we'll give him a well played.
Well played.
And we'll go ahead and concede here, because that is the end of the game. So he has 6 damage here. Take us out the next turn. So that's going to do for this one. First episode of Hearthstone here. Man, I stayed away from CCGs for a long time. and by a long time I mean all my life, and finally decided to give Hearthstone a go. Man, this is pretty good. If you've kind of been hesitant on giving them a try, this has been a great entry point for me, and I think I'll be playing this for a long time to come. So that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you're on Twitch here. Hopefully we can get some more people on here. Thank you if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next video. Later. Alright, I'm just checking to make sure we're live here. This is going to be the first episode of Hearthstone. It looks like we are live. Getting through a commercial here. Levels look okay. The camera looks okay. I don't know, I wish we could do 4x3 on the camera here. I don't know why it's I don't know why that's not an option, but whatever. Alright. We're ready to go here. Yeah, this seems okay. Stream quality looks good. I don't know. Seems a little choppy, actually. I don't know what the deal with that is, but local recording should be okay.